Well, today I have the distinct pleasure and honor to present a proclamation to a division of our City of Miami Police Department that I'm very proud of. These men and women, I presume, do an extraordinary thing. They do traffic enforcement. They also do dignitary escorts and parades, etc. Yeah, come on up, guys. Come on up, guys. And I'll tell you, it's impressive to watch them work. I've told them this before. They are incredibly well trained. I've seen their trainings. It is not easy. Not everybody passes their trainings, by the way. A lot of people have a struggle with their trainings. What's up, brother? Thanks, sir. Thanks for being here. Someone, man. Good to see you, brother. Congrats. Congrats, guys. All right, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, a lot of dapping going on here. It's really incredible what they do, how they do it. They take a lot of risks. You know, sometimes we don't appreciate the risks that people take in their day-to-day jobs, and they are doing this at a very high level with, like I said, a tremendous amount of training. But it's also very risky stuff. I mean, I've seen them. I've been in the car when they're doing these escorts, and you know, everybody knows what Miami drivers are like, right? So they are braving the streets with Miami drivers, and oftentimes doing presidential details, vice presidential details. They do DUI checkpoints. They do school demonstrations, parades, etc. And I mean, they're incredibly accomplished in terms of their production. So just in 2023, they were up 11% in terms of the summons they issued. They were up 32% in terms of DUIs, arrests that they made. And that's important because that's obviously protecting all of you and your children. I see many of you with shirts on. I know many of you are mothers from a school. And so that's protecting you, your children, etc. And they do DUI checkpoints, etc. So they are really, they really make us proud. And so today I get to proclaim Traffic Enforcement Unit Motors Specialized Operation Section Day in the City of Miami. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Good morning, everyone. This is an incredibly well-deserved proclamation. Thank you very much. I don't know if you folks can appreciate. This is absolutely, hands down, the most dangerous job in the Miami Police Department or in law enforcement. What these guys go out there, and the gals that have worn the helmet and rode those motorcycles go each and every day. And when you look at traffic, it is incredible that they continue to come out day in and day out and put their lives on the line to keep Miami safe. And like the mayor said, man, last year the Miami Police Department issued over 86,000 tickets, and the vast majority by the few individuals you see up here on the dais. So thank you very much for everything that you do. You have my heartfelt gratitude. Continue to be safe out there, and may God bless you and your families. Thank you.
They absolutely do an amazing job. It is no secret that I am a staunch supporter of our men and women in blue. I believe they get it right more than they get it wrong. And I know if I'm ever in trouble, they are the first that I call. Absolutely. Without a doubt. They are the ones that put their lives on the line for us. They are the ones that keep us safe. I know there are others out there that want to have a different narrative, but not here. These guys put their lives on the line for us every day. They do that. They sacrifice the time with their families, and their families don't know if they're coming home when they walk out of the door. I ask you to keep them in your prayers, that they are safe and they continue to protect and serve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your service. I cannot say that. I cannot say that enough. I cannot. And I can tell you that the men and women that protect us, our sergeant at arms, do an amazing job as well for keeping us safe. And I want to thank them also, because they're in the back, in the shadows, and they don't get recognition either, and they prefer to stay in the shadows. But I just want to say that I love them, and I love them all. Thank you, guys. Would any of my colleagues like to say something? No? Picture time. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Good. My name is Nancy Lee, and I would like 30 minutes of silence for the commissioners to make the right decision that the people want on the billboards, PC1, whatever. I'm going to start at 30 seconds. Please, of silence. Okay. I just want to say that those stupid museums don't belong in the park. The only reason they're there is because we didn't want a baseball stadium. And you were here, Commissioner Carollo, when that was going on. So we fought for the museums because of we didn't want another arena on the water. We gave them free land. They already had free land. Well, that's not good. They already had free land downtown. So this was not something they needed. So we gave them free land. Why do we care about giving them billboards so they can make more money? We do not owe them. We gave them a windfall. And I think that I would like to see all of you make the right decision, because we don't want to be another Las Vegas, another Broadway, another Hong Kong, and you're opening the door.
Thank you.
We love our friends and neighbors at the Arsht, but we think their sign proposal, like this proposal for the massive sign that is already being built in our neighborhood, are immensely detrimental to our neighborhood. The people who live in this area, who are not the people in Brickell, who are not the people farther away, are dead set opposed to this. This will hurt our quality of life. We want a thriving downtown. We love our parks. We love what the people do downtown. Some of us even like Ultra. Not many, but some. But we are very grateful to Commissioner Pardo and to those of you who are seriously considering the way we live. And the way we live is not like the people who live in Times Square. It is not like the people who live in Las Vegas. I moved here from New York. I know what Times Square is like, very close and personal. I worked down there. That's not what we want in our neighborhood. And you will hear from a variety of people from the Downtown Neighborhood Association that there is a coalition, including responsible sign companies. The responsible members of the Outdoor Advertising Association are dead set opposed to this. Please do not create a monster in our neighborhood. Please stop the construction that is already underway. There are already massive panels going up that will shine directly into our windows. Please stop it. We love the Arsht. We want to go to their shows. But they're doing fine right now. They talked about it. They said 300,000 people come there. Do they really need this? I don't think so.
Good morning, Madam Chair. My name is Jose Mejia. I'm a process server, Joe Carollo. I was summoned to complain for you to have you removed from office for violating the city chair.
Sir,
you can accept
sir,
service? Yes, ma'am.
Please step away from the podium.
Yeah,
That is not on the agenda. If you are here to do a service or process, please do that. Step to the
All right,
side.
it's here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe Carollo. Good luck.
And I wanted to speak in favor of FR1 and FR2 and thank Commissioner Pardo for bringing these items on behalf of the previously unrepresented District 2. I'd like to say that the city has a mechanism already to support the arts. It is called appropriations, and this is the body, the proper body to do so. The city should not sell our quality of life in order to support our cultural institutions by degrading them with commercial advertising. And moreover, today is a lesson in why these kind of projects are corrupting to our civic institutions. As the esteemed Mr. Stearns said, the parties involved have invested millions. Now, I don't know about you, but a charitable organization is not an investment organization. It is not a hedge fund. It is not a commercial REIT. It is here to serve the public and to operate the cultural institutions that we, the people, have funded and created, and donors have also used the charitable spirit to establish and to continuously fund. I'm here today as a neighbor, but I'm also a member of a charitable organization, a 501c3 nonprofit named the New World School of the Arts Alumni Foundation. And our small group, for which I served as an executive board member for 5 years, raises $40,000 a year for scholarships for New World School of the Arts students annually. There are 5,000 members of our group, but we don't go and sell off the very thing, the cultural use, the quality of our events or anything. We don't sell anything. We go looking for people interested in the charitable spirit. And speaking of the charitable spirit, I looked through the speaker forms, and I only saw one registered lobbyist, and that was an attorney. But I saw many people speaking on behalf of Pam and Arsht, who are high-paid executives who should be registered lobbyists today. This is a problem in front of this board, and it needs to be corrected. They are not the only people here claiming to be here in the name of charity, yet they are investing in a commercial project seeking to make profit, okay? A few weeks ago, on an item that was deferred today, we saw the Centners here without registering as lobbyists, despite having paid $250,000 in bribes and hired a lobbyist to get a...
Sir,
I'm just talking about lobbying related to this, how there are unregistered lobbyists.
Stick to
May I
the
reclaim my
subject,
time,
FR1.
please?
No. Stick to the subject at
Thank you,
hand.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So, what we have going on here is a series of unregistered lobbyists asking to support a
Sir,
commercial. I'm
that is
talking
not-
about
that
the
is
billboards.
That is not on the item. Stick your...
We have
support-
unregistered lobbyists representing
That is
this
not-
item.
Unregistered
On
lobbyists.
FR2, they're opposing it.
Sir, they're unregistered lobbyists. Registered lobbyists is not before this commission at this time.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is not our place or your place to talk about who's registered or not registered. You will not get any more time back. Continue your support or opposition to the items that you're speaking about. Thank you.
Thank you. So, because all of the supporters of the opponents of FR1 and 2 have come here and said that this is an investment and that this is a commercial investment and that millions have been invested, they are here admitting that they are not operating in the charitable spirit required by a 501c3. And I question many of their reasons for being in the offices that they hold, since they do not know that a 501c3 should be operated for charitable benefit purposes only. So I urge this commission to pass FR1 and FR2, protect our quality of life. The nonprofits will have to pay taxes on this money. It's a very inefficient way of funding the arts when the commission can elect simply to fund the arts through the tremendous budget that we have here that funds all of your salaries, that funds the salaries of a very extensive staff, police, fire, parks. We have the money in this city if we want to support the arts the right way, and the right way is not by degrading our quality of life and turning our cultural institutions into REITs and real estate investment companies. Thank you.
Hi, great start of the day today, by the way, with those commendations. Really happy to see that. My name is John Dolson, 4205 Lennox Drive, Coconut Grove. I'd like to start with a little bit of humor, I hope. Over the last several years, Commissioner Carollo and Commissioner Alex de la Portilla have repeatedly referred to me as an activist man. maybe not so friendly a tone, but I thought about that and I thought that's pretty cool. So in the future, if you can't remember my name, I'm happy to go by that. Now, starting out, I'm here to support Commissioner Pardo on FR1 and FR2. You have a great opportunity today to begin to restore faith in our local government, which is dogged by multiple lawsuits and accusations of corruption. Aside from just being concerned about these massive signs going up, and I like the analogy to Hong Kong, I don't want to look like that here in Miami, but I think they will create a snowball effect that lead to other things. That's how Miami works. Once you give an exception here, the next guy comes in and says, you did that there, I get the same thing for me. That's how it works. The public is overwhelmingly opposed in many sectors to these signs. The thing that galls me most about the past decisions is that Alex de la Portilla pushed that through at a time when we had no representation in District 2. There was no commissioner there. We have a commissioner now, Mr. Pardo. Grant him the opportunity to do what he needs to do to help District 2.
You have 30 seconds, a little bit less.
On AC1, restore the Grove, settle the redistricting, don't reward personal gerrymandering, keep it intact. And after you've restored the Grove, go for 7 or 9 new districts in this city so that we have more communities restored the same way. And I've heard that before. We need communities restored. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are in support of FR1 and FR2. However, the increase of the signs from where they are regulated now to nearly doubling the size of it, being in this very unique community called Miami-Dade County, home of the 2 Live Crew. I'm a product of hip hop, and to see right now LED screens rolling around Miami-Dade County advertising stripper clubs and advertising all kind of lewd content that when I'm in the car with my own child, it's hard to regulate these things. And I've seen billboards on the side of the 826 advertising Brazilian butt lifts and all kinds of other things that otherwise a few years ago, it wouldn't be appropriate. I'm questioning, is there going to be any regulation on the content that's going to be on these tremendous screens? These are some of the things that as parents we need to think about, because we know that the arts are traditionally compromised when they have to fund themselves. So who's to say one day that the PAM is going to need some money and Coca-Cola or Burger King or any kind of the junk foods or anything else is going to want to advertise on these billboards, and we got to ride down the street and see half-naked women or half-naked men or any kind of other things on these big, gigantic billboards. So for a number of reasons, the pollution, of course, the light, it degrades the skyline and it degrades the landscape of Miami. However, we need to consider the long run and what it could do when we permit one thing to open. You open up a door for, you give some people an inch and they take a what? You know the rest. So consider those things. Thank you.
I have a concern in the DI1 item that you have for the magistrate, for the co-enforcement board. The reason that we fight for many years to be removed is because, let's be realistic, this is Miami. People pay a specific attorney, plan runner, representation, and the person who's been doing the wrong thing in the enforcement and doing violation in the city, we're getting a slap on the wrist and nothing will happen. And that's the reason that the magistrate was removed, because the person were picked to go to the magistrate and not pay any fees or do a different thing when they come as a repeat violation in the code. I understand that we have lack of quorum for a co-enforcement board. Every single one of you. If we come, it's embarrassed that 3 of us here, 2, and we are 7 members. It's not just irrespectful to the ones we sacrifice our time to come is here for hours, twice, or sometimes 3 times in a month. But it's very respectful for the people who come and sit in these chairs and try to see what they're going to do with the cow violation and the properties. People that worry because they think they're going to lose their house. So every single one of you have a representation. Why did those people don't show up? If they don't show up, then replace them. Because it's not necessary for people to come here every time. 3 meetings, we haven't have a quorum.
Thank you.
Thank you.